Hello.
Good morning.
Let's see if you guys can hear us. Can you give us thumbs up if you can hear us? Oh, what happened there?
What are you watching?
Okay, wait. Let's see if you guys
Morning
can hear us.
all. Yeah, exactly.
Can
I
you
think
hear
that's
us? Because that seems to be the issue often. Okay,
Yep,
good.
yeah,
All right.
okay. Thanks, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Well, hey guys.
Yeah, so just for everybody real quick, I'm just seeing Bob here. He has a little star next to his name. If you're wondering why you don't have one, that's because we have membership activated on the channel. So if you want to
Only on Naughty Guys, right?
Only on Naughty Guys. If you're one of our YouTube members, you will have that little star next to your name. So yeah, don't wonder why there's just something little YouTube does. And I guess the color changes the longer you are a member. It will change to a different color depending on how long you've been a member. Anyway, hi everyone.
Didn't know that either.
Yes, I know. Have you been watching our shorts lately?
That's the new series. We're gonna keep going with this.
Oh, yes. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up a little and see what's been going on in the comments.
Bob's a superstar, somebody said.
We don't have a plan for this life at all. We just wanted to kind of wrap up the year and see what you guys been up to. Tell you what's coming up for us, maybe in the new year. Yeah, just chat with you guys and just sort of celebrate the year coming to an end tomorrow. And for some of you, it's almost today, I think, or like tomorrow, but really soon.
Not today.
Really soon, yeah. So yeah, just that's the plan. So I'm gonna read your comments while Rico is.
The shorts are hilarious. Somebody said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Victoria has a new haircut.
I do have a new haircut. Yes, as I can tell, there's some mixed reviews. Seems to be a lot of people upset that it's darker. Just an FYI, I don't actually color my hair. The sun does this to my hair. So I'm just going to be a few days on the boat in the sun and it will be blonde again. So don't freak out, people. The blonde will be back. Okay.
Yeah, any questions we can answer for you guys, because we're like, again, we don't have a script. We didn't plan anything. So any questions you guys have, fire away.
Well, you have your phone too for questions,
yeah,
right?
well, I'm looking there actually.
Oh, okay.
I can look here
I'm
too.
going back, so I just want to see if I
we missed
anything good that I've missed. So I'm just going to catch up with you guys' comments for a moment until some more people.
Well, hope you guys all had a nice Christmas. We were traveling like always.
Yeah, just came back from a big trip.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Hi, Terry.
I'm just looking through. Hi from Brazil. Hey, Brazil. And Yosemite. Brad from Yosemite. Is there snow already in Yosemite? Probably, huh?
Yeah, gotta be, for sure. Rico, will you be spending New Year's Eve? Not this one. Well, he might be.
Only at home.
Yeah, might be. We're gonna actually celebrate at home for once.
Yeah.
Which we're kind of excited about.
It's Stripes and Rico. Is that your new nickname? Stripes?
I don't think it's new, but apparently it is. Okay.
When is your first charter? Well, we actually just did a
You didn't watch our video that everyone said I didn't answer anything. It was a video about nothing. It was like an episode of Seinfeld where lots of things were talked about, but nothing was answered. But you know what? I honestly just answered to this person and I said, welcome to our life of unknowns. Like, welcome to the world of building a semi-custom yacht. There are so many things that we don't know. And it just was the truth, honest truth of what we've been living in for, the last at least 6 months. Mm-hmm. And this is how we feel. And we answered everything we could the way that we've literally been able to answer to ourselves.
Yeah.
So if you didn't like it, I'm sorry, but that's literally where we are right now.
But in terms of the charter, I think it's fair to say that we're planning on the beginning of 25.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning of 25.
We're hoping for the very tail end of 24 for charters. There might be a chance that it will be beginning of 25. I mean, the very, very, very beginning. We're hoping to be able to charter sort of, the last couple of weeks, maybe in December, and maybe we'll be for New Year's Eve, we might have a charter. So that's kind of how we feel. That's usually one of the biggest weeks of the year. So we will be open to that.
Somebody said you all have disappeared. I see no one. I don't know what that means.
Not sure. I think you might need to.
Actually, I didn't have a haircut. Just regular.
Yeah, everyone thinks that Rico got a haircut, but he just always wears a hat, and you all think he gets haircuts. Oh. Okay, I am gonna go in the comments here.
Who's Chuck C? Why is that guy talking? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really, buddy?
Because of our short. I know, right?
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious, actually.
Thank you, Tina. Yes, she's saying how she loved the honesty of we don't know video, because just literally this is life. This is our life, and these are really important questions. Same as the boat name, we just literally don't have one, and we've gotten so many great responses from everyone. But I do feel like everyone's super attached to the name of the boat being something naughty. And we kind of feel like, everyone says the marketing, keep it on point, on your marketing point. I think the boat's just going to be famous as is. I don't think it needs to have a naughty name.
No.
To have that. We feel like it's a little maybe too playful for that kind of a boat. We wanted to have a very strong, powerful name. So I don't think we will be naming it naughty anything.
No, something strong and one word. Not too long, so it looks nice on the transom.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking if we already made a decision what tender we're going with. We actually just had this conversation, I want to say yesterday or the day before yesterday.
We did.
Because we want to have a towing tender, a larger towable tender, like 20 plus feet, 22, 23,
See,
25.
Australia is already 2 a.m. New Year's Eve. So that
but not New Year's.
I know, but they're coming up to it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
2 a.m. Wow, you're up late, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for staying up for us.
Oh.
Tassie.
DJ. Is he or she actually a DJ? Interesting.
Know.
Anyway, so we were talking about the phase of sea trials in Turkey, Greece, wherever we're going to be doing the sea trials. We most likely going to get the bigger tender when the boat arrives here. That's at least what we kind of talked about. But we obviously need a smaller tender when we're over there for the sea trials to go to shore, to tie our lines to shore when we do like just a regular Mediterranean anchoring there. So we talking about a small tender for the top deck.
Yeah.
But we haven't made a decision yet. But we just watched the Winds video. They actually got their little electric jet tender. What's it called again? OC tender?
OC. Yeah. No, OC is their boat model thing. But no, it's
oh my God, I forgot the name of it. But they just literally just.
Oh, you guys probably follow the Winds, but whatever that name is. But we've been talking about maybe getting something small and potentially electric, but definitely small that could easily be almost like a second tender, a good crew tender, almost like a jet ski. Without having a jet ski. So that seems like it fits the bill and would be good for our European.
If you guys wondering what it is, check out the latest Winds video.
Yeah,
they have it.
And if you know what it is, cool. put it in the comments. I'm going to read it here. So yeah, that's still a conversation. I feel like maybe January, February we'll get a little more serious and try to narrow it down. But the real tow tender we will get here, right?
Most likely, yeah. Then another question was, what kind of engines are we going to be using on the 75? It will be Cummins QSM 11s with 350 horsepower each.
We'll have this whole tech video coming to you guys. Not tech, like an engine room video coming to you probably after our next trip to Turkey, which is coming up in January. So
and then
Griffin will have a big update on that.
And then Griffin is asking if we will be chartering our Bering in the BVIs. The one Bering moved out there, ? So actually there are two Berings in the Caribbean right now which are for charter. One is the 145, hole number 1, and the other one is the 92. The 92 is in the Bahamas, and the 145 is somewhere in the Caribbean. I don't actually exactly know where she is.
They were going to maybe BVI's.
Yeah, so there's 2 boats there, and we will start chartering in the Bahamas.
That's the plan. If everything's good with the next hurricane season, let's see what happens. Andrew asks, can we talk about the future relationship with Bering once the yacht is delivered?
Future relationship? Oh, if we build another one?
For now, we're going to stick with this one.
I think for now, we just build this one and then see how we can use it first.
The relationship stays.
Yes.
Alexi said if we're going to cross an ocean, he's coming with us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to try to spend a lot of time on board. Any moment he has free on this side of the world, we'll probably see him. I'm hoping we see him on our boat. So no, I mean, relationship is good, keeps going. Renee, thank you for a very generous gift. We appreciate it.
For the Gator Fund.
For the Gator Fund. So update on the Gator.
Update on the Gator. My battery's dead. It wouldn't start. I jump started it. It started as soon as I removed the jump starter. It died right away again. So batteries are completely dead. I need to get some new batteries. But what?
But Gator is good. We did a lot of stuff. We were going to film it, and that was the whole thing. We were traveling, and then I guess we just need new batteries, and they're just not good. Well, do you want to tell people how you ended up with not good batteries? Your favorite store?
Yeah, West Marine batteries. I actually used boat batteries, the dual purpose, deep cycle boat batteries. And apparently they're not that deep cycle, because if they're very deep cycle, they don't work anymore.
So, and if you don't know who Gator is our project Hummer H1 that we've been restoring, that we've inherited. And it's really dear to us from somebody who is no longer with us. So if you haven't seen that video, that's on the channel. Go check it out. It's on this channel. Look for it. And we are going to have an updated one in January. We just needed to film it, and the batteries didn't start. So we will we'll get them going.
But that video is coming very soon.
Yeah.
In January.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
What's your favorite brand of boats? Well, that's a silly question. Clearly the one we're building is one of the ones we really like, but we have a lot of favorites. I know you guys asked us a lot, but we feel like there's a right boat for everyone, and that really just depends on your usage and what you can get out of it. And that's way too broad of a question to just answer like that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This is a maritime reality show.
Do you have a splash date for the ship yet?
We don't have an official date.
Not a date, but
there's not like a date. I mean, we clearly have a delay initially. Then there's also a huge earthquake in Turkey that I'm sure you guys know about, which created some more delay with labor and people going and helping their families and helping their friends, and Bering and other companies sending crews there to help. So it created a delay overall in the area. Our shipyard was not affected, but affected by labor, people leaving.
But it looks like late summer.
Yeah, but we are looking at late summer. I mean, we realistically thinking August, September, and that is a big span. But this is just realistic. We don't know. It could be if everything goes well, it could be beginning of August. Is it saying the water or when we get it? No, I think it's when splash.
It said splash date.
Well, splash date.
Well, splash date is going to be earlier than that.
Way earlier than that.
Probably June or something, I would imagine.
I think our splash date is end of April.
No, that's too early.
I think so.
That's too early.
Maybe May. Yeah, because they put the boat in the water, they test that out, and then they take it out again, and then they put it back again. So it will be in the water at some point, and it will come back out. And they will initially, when they put it in the water, they also do some interior work in the water as well, just to get spaces open for other boats on land, on dry. So we'll see. That will all depend on how they shift. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos where our boat has moved a few times already since then. So they're why are you so excited?
I want to show them a sneak peek.
Come on.
This is our top deck. Where do I have the least amount of reflection here? There we go. This is our top deck. As you guys can see or not see, there we go. The insulation is in already. So you're looking forward to the pilot house right now. The insulation is in. The cable trays are mostly in. Piping is in. Piping not here on the top deck, but the rest of the boat. So yeah, it's coming together.
Oh, funny. Anyways. Someone said, so Zephyrin said, I'm partial to the big whale, the name. It's funny. I've been calling her whale the whole time, and it's definitely been some version of a whale has been on the list. And we haven't quite found one that represents it, that we like the way it sounds.
Okay, another one.
Oh boy.
Another one. This is the master stateroom, as you guys can see.
I haven't even seen this. Why haven't I seen this?
I don't know, you weren't interested.
What?
Anyways, so you see the sub-construction of the floor. Underneath that, actually, that's all tankage, diesel tank. Actually, the entire bilge area underneath the master stateroom is all diesel tank. And then the square-looking thing on this side here, that's the wall to the engine room, which gets some heavy insulation, obviously, installed. So pretty cool, pretty cool.
Okay, now I press this, and now this wouldn't go away. How do I get rid of it?
Press on the screen.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Still learning YouTube. Okay, thank you for the hair compliments. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you had any time to get any flying in, Rico?
Well, I have 15 or 16 hours now, and I stopped taking lessons before we went to the Europe trip. And then we had the Fort Lauderdale boat show, and then all the aftermath of the boat show. So I'm going to start flying again in January, and then hopefully, let's see how fast I can push through. But I want to get my first solo in. That's the big goal right now.
But it's really funny because we were just sitting with a pilot at dinner, and Rico was kind of sharing, what he's doing, and it was like somebody else's pilot. We're not close. And he said, well, where are you doing it? Where are you doing your license? And Rico said, oh, it's Opelika Airport and, Florida. And he's like, what? This is so crazy. Why would you do it there? It's such a busy airport. You have to talk to so many towers and this and that. And he was like, that's crazy. You got to go to like the middle of the country. You get it done really quick. And I was thinking, actually, I kind of prefer this because I think if he has to do all of this and he's okay with that, and that's when he can, properly do it, then I would feel a lot safer flying with him. So I think it's okay. It takes a little longer, and it's sometimes you're on the ground for like half an hour because you're waiting.
Yeah, it's really busy. And then UPS is servicing. They have their plane service location there, so you have like huge, 777s and so on, just being in front of you when you're sitting behind with your little Cessna 172. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Another question was, how does it work with the charter?
You gotta read people's names.
Caddy wrote this question. How does a charter work? Does it get split between multiple people? Actually, did we cover this? No, I think we didn't really cover this, right? Or did we?
I think we have in one of different lives, probably.
Well, anyways, but we want to open some charters up per cabin because we feel like there might be some people out there that, first of all, think it's unreasonable to charter a whole boat for two people, or maybe they don't want to bring friends or family or so. So we want to give people the opportunity to. We have 4 cabins, so we can charter out 4 cabins separately in our boat, and then they could be used as a single person or as a couple. And we will announce it when we know.
Yeah, it will definitely be a couple times a year for sure.
Yes.
If not more, we'll just see what, it will be based on the rest of sort of availability, but for sure. How many staff are you thinking? Are you talking about crew?
Probably.
We will be 4 crew. It will be a captain, first mate, and which is, what do you like to call it? All-rounder. All-rounder means have to kind of do a little bit of everything. And we'll have a chef and a deckhand. That's the plan. And everyone on such a small crew is usually an all-rounder. Oh, I don't know. I think that's what it's called. So basically everyone has to pitch in, and if we're docking has to help, if we're cleaning has to help. It's just usually part of it on such a small crew. Once you go bigger boats, it's more dedicated and you're really doing more of your own tasks. But on this size of a boat and 4 people crew, usually everybody pitches in and kind of does everything. But it will be nice to have a dedicated chef, because I feel like that takes the longest. And for us, it's been like the most amount of time that we've done charters, that it's just, we love to cook. We both love it. But then you just literally have no time for anything else. And all you're doing is just cooking and cleaning and cooking and cleaning. And, entertaining is what's lacking. And we're looking forward to that. What's going on here?
It's all good.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Buddha Peter.
What? Peter?
Buddha.
Like a pita bread?
Buddha Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
But it says Buddha Peter.
Buddha Peter. Oh.
Okay. Anyways, is asking what's our backstory. What did you guys do before you became naughty? Well,
that's you gotta go watch our channel.
That is a long answer.
That's cheating. That's like going. That's fast forward.
Okay. We got to skip that, because otherwise the life will be over.
No, don't allow that. I feel like we're in a different. Where are you? Because I am in a different spot already. How will the charter work in an economic crash of 2024? It's really funny, you guys, because we ordered this boat. I've been hearing about an economic crash of 2023 the whole year. Everyone in the beginning of 2023 has been asking me, how are we going to do with our boat? And we're still here. The boat's still building.
There's not going to be a crash in 2024 for number one reason. It's an election year, and there will be never, I think, a crash in an election year, because whoever is in the office is going to do anything possible to not have an economic crash
regardless
in the United States.
Party. Yes.
Regardless of the party, because they would definitely guarantee a shift in power, and they will.
We don't see a crash. I mean, obviously there are economic slowdowns, and there are some challenges, and obviously that's happening. But we truly believe that actually the charter market is still very, very strong. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on, and
I think 2024 is actually going to be a very good year. Looking already that the Feds announced they want to lower the interest rates. The stock market is already on the up and up. So actually it's historic highs right now. And I think it's going to be even better in the next year. So I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Questions what happens in 25 and 26.
Chuck C said, Rico, if you can take at least 3 hours a week, and you'll be able to solo in 3 weeks and finish in 2 months.
Okay.
3 hours a week. You were doing more than 3 hours a week.
No. I was doing 2 to 3 lessons a week before, when I was really doing it.
Steve Kepler, whale themed name. Maybe Moby Vic.
That's funny, actually.
It's terrible. I'm sorry, Steve.
Mark Langel is asking if we're worried about hurricanes in Florida when we bring her over. Of course. I mean, hurricanes are always a threat when you're in the Caribbean or in southern Florida or in the Gulf of Mexico as well. The good thing is with hurricanes compared to earthquakes, for example, they're coming. You have a decent amount of heads up, usually 3, 4, 5 days. And we will make sure that the boat will be out of harm's way if there is a hurricane coming.
Marcella asked me, she said she likes my necklace, and where did I get it? This was actually a gift, and I love it as well, and it means a lot to me.
That's right.
Thank you for acknowledging.
Petrol said Winds Tender is an OC Zero Jet. That's it.
Jet. That's it.
Zero Jet.
Yeah, we're curious about that as our maybe mini tender. It might be a cool little.
It could be also
alternative.
a good crew tender afterwards, just for trash runs, little shopping runs, and all that stuff. So you don't have to always take the big tender. Or when the big tender is underway, maybe with the two of us, one of the crew which is still there could go and get some groceries.
They still have a tender. So yeah, we're toying. We're toying with that idea. Yes. I thought Rico was going to captain your ship. Yeah, I think that's still, nothing's changed.
Brad Nelson is asking Starlink question mark. Yes, we will have a dual marine Starlink. So I am not looking up. I'm looking at the comments down on my phone here to see all your questions.
Please go full nerd on your system videos. Looking forward to those. When can we expect? So I had a full
what systems?
All our systems.
I
had a full intention to have a video out last weekend, Christmas. And it would have been me basically staying up overnight and not really enjoying Christmas at all. And Rico just said, please skip a week. You need to just have a normal Christmas. Everyone will understand.
I mean,
so I hope everyone understands. I hate skipping. I'm like, I still have a really hard time, but that's what we did. So we'll resume our normal videos next week and everything will go back to normal.
Are we going to do a live stream for the splash of the boat?
I don't know. We need good internet to do it. So
yeah, that might be at the shipyard. Might be a little tricky.
It's very busy there, and internet is not great there. So if Starlink doesn't work in Turkey at the moment, so that will not be an option. So we'll see. Might not be able to do that.
Drew Grove is asking if I will be doing the engine maintenance or do we hire an engineer? It will be me and whoever the second person potentially is, but mostly probably me.
And the deckhand that we're looking for, we're actually looking for someone who potentially has a smaller captain's license, like something I have, that could drive the tender and with guests. So it will not be really, we're calling it a deckhand, but it's really almost like a tender captain engineer, type position. Mm-hmm. So it will be more knowledgeable position than just kind of a startup deckhand. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're going to be looking for. Basically, you're looking for crew who know almost nothing about everything. Maybe. Or the other way around.
No, but it would be nice to have somebody who has experience, for sure. I think I'm behind you in the
What
comments.
does it mean for the walkthroughs? Why don't we read together here and we go down so we're not...
Okay.
That's from here and we go down.
All right.
What does it mean for the walkthroughs once you get the boat up and running? Big change. No big change. Our plan to charter the boat is enough to offset all our costs. So we are not going to be chartering it 52 weeks a year. That's impossible. So we will have some time for us. We will have time for Naughty Styles. We will have time for charters. We will balance it. It might be challenging at times, but it will not affect Naughty Styles. The channel will keep going the way it is, and we'll keep showing you all the types of different boats. And don't worry, nothing will change with walkthroughs. We love our walkthrough channel, and that will keep going. There might be some shifts on Naughty Guys. We've been chatting about different things. Maybe we can get your guys' take on it.
Yeah.
What you think of this? We've been trying to figure out some ideas for this channel, besides what it will transition into a charter type channel, but also other things we can do here. And we feel like we got more of a kind of a techie, geeky crowd here, and you guys appreciate some more in-depth things here. So we have some ideas for here. I don't know. Do you want to present some and see what people think?
So we're struggling. We have a lot of opportunities where people reach out to us, shipyards reach out to us, dealers reach out to us for smaller boats, meaning center consoles, day boats. They're just too small to film for Naughty Styles because the content would be way too short. And it wouldn't really work with the long content we have because of the YouTube algorithm. So we were thinking to maybe sprinkle in a couple of the smaller boat tours on the Naughty Guys channel as either bonus video, or if it's a big enough video, maybe even as a Saturday video. Still continuing with the updates. I mean, all down the line then with the lifestyle, like the charter behind the scenes, liveaboard behind the scenes, live on board of the Bering. But we were thinking what you guys think about this. Like, would you be interested in in watching some
we also
boat tours.
haven't been able to do any of the smaller fishing boats. There's some really cool boats out there, more dedicated to maybe fishing or performance boats, and they're kind of like too small for Naughty Styles. They're too short, and YouTube algorithm is very picky. Like you pick a certain length, and you kind of have to be with this length. If you start changing it around, it doesn't like it. It doesn't show the videos to you guys. So naughty guys, we do have a shorter content here, and it will give us a chance to show you guys different types of boats. So
and also do other things too.
And also more like maybe visiting some interesting companies, and like we just got approached by a company that's doing something super cool for, I can't tell you yet, for outboard engines, and basically has this crazy patent on this revolutionary thing that could really change that industry. So would love to show you stuff like this, and we feel like for Naughty Styles maybe that's not the right content. It's a little more geeky, so we're kind of wondering if this would work here and if you guys would be interested in seeing things like that here. But that will be additional video a week on Naughty Guys is what I'm proposing. So Naughty Guys will have its weekly content that is our boat, whatever stage it's in, and then it will be an additional video. So Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, there will be another video that will be a small tour of a tour of a smaller boat, or some kind of a cool marine company that we thought we should feature. Not a sponsored content, just stuff we think is interesting, what you should know about. And
maybe a plane.
I don't know. And we put we put that as a second video. So essentially you'll be getting 2 videos a week. Let us know what you think.
So anyways, the traveler is asking, will you be doing any scuba charters in Florida, Bahamas, and the Caribbean? We will have a compressor on board to fill scuba tanks, and we will be able to do scuba charters. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a full-blown scuba charter where we have 8 guests scubaing, diving 3-4 times a day.
I don't think we're going to be set up for this.
No, but we will be able to offer some sort of how's it called?
This is where we have not been on the same page. I felt like we should have this option, and Rico felt like it's too much, and we don't have the space for it. Yes, but we don't have it.
We already have a compressor spec, so we obviously have the option.
We don't have an option for all 8 guests to go diving.
No, we don't have the bottle storage for that.
Exactly. So
the tank storage.
That's where the struggle is.
So having 2 tanks or 4 tanks on board, I think that's very doable for us. Having 16 tanks on board is not doable for us. But it's not a diving charter. No, it's not a full-blown dive charter, but we can do charters where some of the people would like to dive.
Not all of them.
If they're certified. If that makes sense.
But there are other opportunities, and there are companies will come out, for example, in the Bahamas, bring you the bottles. They will, they would leave them for 2-3 days. They will pick them up, they refill. Like, there are companies that do this. So we feel like if there are groups that would really love to do that for extra charge, there's definitely opportunities to do that. There are companies that will totally do that for you. They'll bring stuff to you. So there might be some opportunities that we can do something like that.
If ever, especially Bahamas. Bahamas has the I think one of the biggest shark populations in the world. And if somebody really wants to do like a full-blown dive charter with us, I think I would, like you said, I would hire another company which comes out with a boat every day, and we can just collaborate on it.
Wait! I have
another question, Stephen Murray. Stephen Murray, will you be showing your yacht at U.S. boat shows? Yes.
Okay. Rob Collins said, you're looking for a crew of 2, 1 chef, 1 steward, stewardess.
Mm-hmm.
Not a steward, stewardess.
All-rounder.
A deckhand with a captain's license, or like a 6-pack or bigger captain's license that could also drive a tender, because technically the person driving a tender with guests on board needs to have a license. So I can drive a tender, Rico can drive a tender. But it would be great if there's another person on board who could drive a tender. So chef could be that person, but obviously we need the chef to cook the food. So it would be great if the person that we're hiring as a deckhand is not really looking for stewardess or steward. I think I'll help out with that. I'm not worried about it. It's really more of like handling the lines, tender, all of that is, helping Rico in the engine room, stuff like that is what we're looking for.
Who's helping me clean the boat?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Not me.
Will be Pilot Mac? I think it's Pilot Mac. Do we have any plans of having a remote control like the Allseas 92 had? Yes, we do. We have a wired remote control we can plug in at the stern in the cockpit, and we have a plug-in in the pilot house. We have a plug-in on the foredeck. So we have 3 opportunities to plug in a wired remote control.
Brad Olson, hi Victoria. Do you remember me? I was telling you about my 13-year-old niece who was killed by a drunk driver. I'm her uncle. Yes, Brad, Oof. I remember about you. And we actually did a dedicated video for your niece. Look out for that. That's coming in the next couple of weeks on Naughty Styles. We always remember you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. We're extremely proud of you both, Jack. Oh, thanks, Jack. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Yeah, Drew Grove said like maybe transition Naughty Guys something.
Stock market is down, Rico. Oh, stock market is not down, you guys.
Stock market is not down. No, it's absolutely not down.
I don't know where you're looking, but it's not down. It's finally not down.
Drew Grove is saying, why don't transition Naughty Guys into something like Motor Yacht Loon is doing? Well, that's exactly the plan. That was always the plan. The Loon just swooped in and took off. But I mean, we're nowhere near their level. And we're also hoping that our channel will have a little bit more opportunity to also interact with guests on board. So we'll see whenever we have guests, they're cool being on camera and cool being part of videos. I think that would be really fun for people as well to see. Because then you see both sides.
To see both sides, not just the crew side, but also seeing the guest side.
Somebody's asking if we will be chartering in Europe before the US. Most likely not.
No, I don't think so. Are the boat values dropping?
Okay, so that's a 2-part answer. Yes and no. On the smaller boat market, meaning values under $2-3 million. Anything $2-3 million below, yes, there were price adjustments which were absolutely necessary because they were so artificially inflated through COVID and the post-COVID time. So they're adjusting their price adjustments. I constantly get the newsletters from all the brokerage or multiple brokerages in the US and in Europe where it's a price reduction. On the large yacht market, anything above that, meaning $3-4 million and above, I don't see any adjustment at all. If anything, the prices are still going up, and the interest of buyers is as high as it always was, and the waiting times for semi-custom and custom builds are still high. Higher than what I've seen before.
And there's not that much on the market on the big boats.
No, on the large boat size, large boat market is in the pre-owned section is not that much there. Yeah. So. And
on the small boat size, the prices still hasn't adjusted. So sort of they're still kind of high in terms of like there is way more inventory now, but I think people are still refusing to sort of realize that prices need to come down.
There's still a little bit of education.
There's still needed. A little like kind of a post-COVID effect there. And obviously, if you sold your boat during the time, you did really well. Like we did well when we sold ours, but it's not. It's definitely going to adjust, I think, this year a little bit more.
But if you think about it, I mean, every price, the prices I'm seeing right now, even the adjusted prices are still higher than the pre-COVID prices.
True.
So,
but that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's going to go down to the level it was before. It won't go that far down. And there's so many factors playing along with this. Obviously, one major factor is high interest rates, which is affecting not just the real estate market and lots of, the automobile market. It's also affecting, obviously, the boat market because lots of people like to finance their boat purchases. And if the interest rates are high, they're probably waiting and holding off a little bit to see when they're dropping and then do the boat purchase. So I think everything is stabilizing right now, and then towards the middle to end of next year, I think it's gonna go and push forward a little bit better on the smaller boat market.
I just want to point out that for everybody not to forget that at 11 o'clock, the Naughty Styles tour is going up. So we will cut it at 11 to let you guys go and watch the video. So we'll have 20 minutes. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Let's see. I've been unsubscribed from several channels, Kevin. What's YouTube up to? Yes, that's been a complaint of a lot of people.
We have heard this before.
Oh, it happened to me as well. I didn't unsubscribe from some channels that I was subscribed to, and I know I never unsubscribed. So I think what they do is when you don't see the channel for a while, when somehow you don't go on it, they do this, what they call purge. And sometimes you just get purged out of being subscribed to it. So I highly recommend, if you're not sure why you're not getting notifications, is unsubscribing or subscribing, doing the notification bell just so you don't miss anything, and just checking if you actually subscribe, because there's people like, oh, I'm getting a lot, now that we're doing more shorts, I'm getting a lot of people going like, oh my God, I loved your long content. What are you guys doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Go back to what you used to do. And I'm like, we're still doing the same thing. We always have one video a month, one video a week on Naughty Styles every Saturday. Nothing's changed, but they're not seeing the long content and they're just seeing the shorts, thinking that we've changed what we've been doing. So go and check out that you still subscribed.
So thank you, Donnie Nunn, right? Yep, Donnie Nunn. For the gift, and then he's asking, he or she is asking, if Bering yachts are considered ice class, and would we take our 75 up the Northwest Passage, or planning to go through the Northwest Passage? So yeah, not the Bering yachts are not built to ice class. They're steel aluminum built boats, and they're very rugged and long range cruising explorer yachts, but not built to ice class.
I mean, most of the super yachts are not built
to ice class.
Yeah. That's a whole separate thing. It's a big thing.
Would we be considering going through the Northwest Passage? Absolutely.
We're considering it.
We actually have a friend, Dustin, who's already said, like, you guys need to take this boat to the Northwest Passage, and I'm coming with you. And so we might actually do something like this, and we definitely want to go to Alaska. We thinking, maybe in a couple of years after we have the boat, to maybe even open up to some charters up there during the summer. So that would be kind of cool. But so that's the answer.
This might be an interesting subject, actually, for a lot of people that might not know this. A lot of people are asking us if we're going to be chartering in the U.S. So U.S. has some strict rules that are still in place. They're back from basically the First World War and then the Second World War. But I think the First World War is when it started. And in the 1920s, they put some regulations in place that you are not allowed to commercially charter any vessel not built in the United States. So if your boat is not U.S. built, you cannot legally commercial charter in U.S. waters. But there's a workaround. There is a waiver that you can get.
Maritime waiver.
Yeah, it's called maritime waiver. And after the boat is 2 years old, so the boat needs to be 2 years old or older, you can apply for the waiver. And most of the time it's granted. There's few reasons why they wouldn't be. So that is what's happening. That's why you don't see any brand new non-US boats chartering here. So a lot of boats do this. They will charter somewhere else, and then after 2 years get a waiver, and then we can do Alaska. Right now, even if we wanted to go charter in Alaska, we cannot, because our boat is built in Turkey. It is definitely, I think at this point, a silly rule that doesn't bring anything to this charter market. But it is, we still have some of this old school rules that are in place. Mehdi said, I like your haircut, Amanda. Thank you. I don't know who Amanda is, but I'm not sure she looks great. Okay, let's see.
Marcella Hawley is asking if we will be at any boat shows. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's a different question. That was Brian. Brian asking if we will be at any boat shows in 2024, US boat shows like Palm Beach or Miami.
For sure.
We will be definitely at the boat shows, Palm Beach and Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
We will be, yes.
Yes.
We will not be at St. Pete Boat Show, you guys, because we will be in Turkey. So that's the only show that we'll miss here, I think, in in Florida. So we will not see you there, but we will be in Miami, and we will do some kind of meetup and stuff. So we'll announce that as soon as we figure out our
And
schedule.
Marcella Holly was asking if your license is big enough to captain our boat.
No. Oh, yours?
No, yours.
No. And Bob Payne asked me, have you upgraded your captain's license yet? Are you still thinking about it? I'm thinking about it. I'm just worried that I'm not going to have time to do it. I'm thinking about it. That's really another sort of unknown. I feel like what might happen is I will get it done as we're on the boat more so. Like, I just need to get a feel for, like, am I really gonna, is there even a chance I'm gonna be captaining in this? Or is this elephant is just too big for me to ride, just emotionally? So is it worth my time to go and upgrade my license? So we'll see. I'm not sure. As of right now, I'm trying to get videos out to you guys. So I don't actually even have time to do it. And we still have to do some certifications for charter with Rico. So we still need to be compliant to some things. So there will be some time spent on that. So I don't know yet. There we go. Another I don't know yet.
And there's another question if we will be attending Seattle Boat Show in February, but that's, I think, around the same time or similar time like Miami Boat Show.
Which show?
Seattle.
No, yeah, we wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that would be kind of difficult.
Well,
do you know if there are any B60 cats in production yet? Yes, actually, Bering sold the first B60 cat. Well, you don't like when I'm shaking my leg here?
Stop shaking your leg. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, the first B60 is in production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a 62 or 60?
It's a 60. It's called the B60, but it got a little longer.
So I know we haven't said much about the Bering catamarans. We wanted to film something proper for you guys, something that has like a good chunk of information. So actually, Alexei is flying in January, and we're gonna go probably to the Bahamas together and film a little something for you guys to really actually tell you about the cats. We didn't want to do it without him. He didn't want to do it without us. So we've just, in the travel schedules hasn't aligned. So we've, now we know for sure that we can do this together. So we will have a really good video explaining everything, what the Bering catamarans are about, what the difference is, what the, all of that is, like why Bering doing the catamarans, all of those things. So stay tuned for that. It will answer, I think, a lot of questions, and then I'm sure you have more and we can address it. But we felt like it deserves its own video. Like, we should tell you, because this is really exciting. And if this existed when we visited Bering, we might have gone this route, because we're a big fan of the catamarans.
Well, that is one question why we didn't get a catamaran, because they didn't have one when we started this whole journey.
There was not much there in this type of a boat. So
yeah,
this is definitely a cool thing, and we'll talk all about it. What made you decide to have your boat crewed?
What do you mean?
What made us decide that we need crew?
Oh, that we need help?
I guess.
Okay, yeah. It's because it's a very large boat, and we have done charters before where we did everything, including the cooking and meal preparation, provisioning, all the above, and it's just too much to handle for two people if you have 8 guests on board or 10 guests on board, which we had on some of the catamarans. It's not really, it's doable, but it's not enjoyable, and we don't get to spend enough time with the guests, which we enjoy.
So Tina Louise, I appreciate you told me that I should absolutely have Christmas and I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Thank you.
Yeah,
really appreciate that. Vincent Schneider, who is built us a beautiful table for
at the
our
office.
Bering office. Do you have a picture? Somebody should. Do you have a picture?
I think.
Probably.
Let me pull it up.
Okay. Quickly, what is the captain's requirements for your size yacht, and does Victoria have this certification? So the requirement for our size yacht is...
Well, it's 174 gross tons.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have at least a 200-ton license. This picture doesn't really show the table properly.
Okay. You read comments. I'll find a picture. How about that?
There's a sneak peek already, and Victoria finds a better picture.
I have a better picture.
But it's Vincent made the table for us for the Bering office, and it looks amazing.
Custom table. It is absolutely gorgeous with Fijian teak called Vessi. We love it. We absolutely love it.
You're looking for a picture? Okay.
Yes, I have a picture.
Then I am not looking for a picture.
I will get one. You answering comments here.
Yeah. I'm looking here. How will we will be juggling running a charter on YouTube?
Well, we answered that already.
Yeah, we answered kind of like so we have 10 minutes left before everybody has to switch over to Naughty Styles and watch the new video today, which is a really, really cool boat. We were very impressed. Turkish built. Didn't really
you guys
know about them.
I just remember what is going up.
Didn't really know about them until we filmed the boat and we got in contact with them. Definitely worth watching.
Yes, really, really well done. We were super impressed.
Country flag. Well, we talked about this in the last video as well, where we have all the no answer
Apparently
answers.
No one's watched my no answer video.
Watch the latest Naughty Guys video. It's all in there.
Perfect. Okay, hold on. I'm getting somewhere. Somewhere here is. Oh, there's a table. There's Vincent. Okay, you guys ready? Hold on.
Do you guys ever do
How cool is this table? It's got a really cool Bering logo in the middle of it.
The Bering star inlaid.
There. Super cool. I think I have another one.
Where did this question go?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you guys ever do any boat shows in New York or events in New York? But we would.
Haven't done anything.
We're totally open to it. So any cool boats up in New York, we'll come up there and film it.
Yeah.
We should do meet up there too. That would be cool in New York.
So flag, Captain, flag in the US, so employees are paid according to US labor laws. So actually, it's more complicated than that, because if we do flag our boat in the US, then I always screw this up.
Then we can only have 20% foreign crew, meaning non-US citizens.
And we are 4-people crew, so 20% of that
would be a very small person.
Would be not a full person. So we would have to have a 5-people crew in order to. So there is a pretty good chance that we have a great person that is not a U.S. citizen. Like, we've met this really super nice couple that we've really enjoyed, and they're quite perfect. I mean, obviously we don't know them enough yet, but she's a chef. He's a captain. It would be great. She has a green card. She doesn't have U.S. citizenship. So she will not be able to work on our boat. And that's really sad. And I feel it's, us both being immigrants, like, this is discriminatory. Somebody's, would love to hire someone who obviously is from US, but they don't have to be, born here, or don't have to have, they could just still have their green card and on the way to the citizenship. So we just don't think it's fair. And that's what's kind of stopping us from just committing and saying, okay, this was what we wanted to do, but we will, we'll see what we actually do at the end. That will all depend, I think, on the crew that we find. And if we find great crew that's not a US citizen, that will probably dictate our flag.
That's right. Then there was another question: how much fuel will we be having? And that was from, oh boy, where did it go? I lost it. Yes. Anyways, I don't know where it is. We will have 6,387 gallons in diesel on board as the max fuel capacity. So yeah, plenty.
Chew on that.
Plenty of fuel. And I don't think we'll ever have it fully topped off, to be honest.
Marx is asking us, will you visit the boat Düsseldorf? Will be a few boats which you can tow with your boat. So we kind of tried this year to do Düsseldorf, and our schedule is so tight, and that we decided that we will just go to Turkey and we will skip it. It just didn't line up. It was too complicated, and we had to come back in time. So unfortunately, we will not be there this year, but we will be at Miami.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, 5 minutes.
5 minutes left.
People.
Any last questions? Yeah, exactly. Rob is saying we will have a minimum range of 5,000 nautical miles. Yeah, I think it's going to be more like 6,000 nautical mile range, to be honest. We also just upped our solar capacity, so that's pretty exciting. Can I talk about this already or no?
What?
Solar.
I think so.
Yeah, so we will have around 5,000 watt, maybe a little bit over 5,000 watt in solar. So on a sunny day in Florida or California or anywhere where you have a good amount of sunshine, we're probably going to have somewhere between 20,000 watt to 30,000 watt a day on solar production, which is pretty good. So that mentioning that because that will cut down on our generator hours. So we will save fuel again and have a longer range. Oh,
what?
Your phone is ringing.
Grocery
order.
We ordered groceries right before this. Hello.
Well, it's a real life now.
Yes,
a life. James Morgan asking
grocery delivery.
Asking Battleborn or Victron. We're still talking about the actual batteries because they have to be class approved for us. What's the battery capacity? So what we have spec'd out so far was 200 kilowatt hours in battery capacity at 48 volt. And then everything will be inverted up. But we have like a whole deep dive about this with Victron, which we just filmed. So it's going to come to the channel soon.
I'm just reading George's comment and I don't understand it. Do yourself a favor the first time you're getting ready to pull up the anchor, weigh it and write it down. You wouldn't have to weigh it every time.
What?
What?
Well, when you lift an anchor, it's weighing an anchor. That's what it's called. That's the term. You weigh the anchor.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I think that's what he meant.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, Griffin, exactly. 200 kW. It's a lot of power. So that should easily, 100% we can go through the night without generator. 100%, no question. Even with air conditioning runnings and the whole systems, everything running. Ideally, I think when we don't have charter guests on board, we probably even be able to run for days without generator. Bye. And there came the groceries.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
I'm back.
More questions.
3 minutes.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes. Put your questions in.
3 minutes, and then everybody has to switch over to
We're
Naughty
all
Styles.
members. I don't see a lot of members in here.
So Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. That's a cool name, Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. Your thoughts on Seakeeper versus Finn? No, thoughts on B-72. B-72 only has an option for a gyro stabilizer. We don't have an option for fins on the 65, 72, and 78. Because of the hull design, the way the hull is designed, you can only do a gyro stabilizer. And gyro stabilizers work extremely well. Fins work really well on large vessels. Gyros work really well on large vessels, as we have learned with Veeam Marine. So there's no right or wrong, I think. Please thank Monica for me, Bob Payne. We will do.
Oh, sounds good.
We will have lithium iron phosphate, so not lithium iron. Sorry, I'm just always keep it short, but yes, we will have the safe version of lithium ion batteries.
Okay, I want to put the link to the video here for you guys.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm just...
Oh, 1 minute, guys.
I'm just trying to figure this out, how to put a link for you guys.
Anyways, so we only have 1 minute left. We have to switch over. We want to wish you guys a super, super happy new year. All the best and love, health, all the good things for 2024. Hopefully you guys are being able to celebrate it with your friends and loved ones and just, ring it in the right way with the toast or whatever it is, or could be a bagel.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for an amazing year. We have a huge year ahead. It's going to be so many nerve-wracking and exciting things, and we will share as much as we can with you guys. We really appreciate it. We'll go back and read the comments. We always do after all lives. We'll go and actually read everybody's comments. So if you have anything else that you want to throw in there for us to read later, just throw it in. Happy New Year. Have an amazing New Year's Eve, wherever you are and celebrating. And we will see you in the new year. Naughty Guys video will be up next weekend. And as we can ramp up maybe the double videos, we will do that. But means your support means way more than you actually know. It means the world to us. Please follow us on Instagram. We post there all the time. You know, we try to do stuff every day. And go watch the Naughty Styles video right now. We'll see you in the comment section on Naughty Styles.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Ciao, ciao.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.